Buzzwole EX has just been released with Extra Dimensional Crisis, and already on day 1 the card is looking like a serious meta contender. The main downside of Buzzwole is that after using the Big Beat attack, you can't attack on the next turn. But with this Celesteela Lusamine combo, you can completely get around that by retreating and putting the grass energy in the discard pile, and then bring the Buzzwole straight back into the centre and use Lusamine to bring the energy back from the discard pile, completely bypassing the Big Beat negative side effect. I'm opting to add Kartana since it's an aggressive attacker with a cheap attack to start applying pressure early. Obviously you want to be running double Lusamine. I added double Leaf Cape and double Erica also for extra survivability. Since a lot of people are also running grass decks, I'm running one Guzma to destroy enemy Leaf Capes. Iono for more consistency on the deck, since you want to be finding Buzzwole at least by turn 2 and start attaching energy after Kartana. I then opted for 2 hand disruption cards in the form of 1 red card and 1 Mars. I seriously recommend you give this deck a try. Not only is it insanely strong, but really fun as well when you pull the combo off. Stick around to see how I play the deck, and now let's jump into some gameplay. Going second into a grass matchup, I'm expecting a Buzzwole mirror matchup or some sort of Decidueye deck list. This was actually a mistake, I was meant to put Buzzwole down on the board, but because I was yapping I forgot to. Interesting, so Pheromosa. But yeah, the reason why I was happy I needed to play Buzzwole on the board was to play around red card or Mars. You don't really want to be on 4 cards if you can help it. And the Celesteela effect means Sabrina or Repel doesn't really matter too much. Especially since I'm going second. He could never do any damage on the first turn anyway. So he's running a Celesteela... Sorry, a Pheromosa Decidueye deck. So I want to find Kartana here. 66% to find Kartana, which I do hit. Okay, good. I'm going to jam some of these Pokemon on the board. And now I want to push 40 damage. That's the thing I really like about this deck is you have the Kartana for tons of aggression early game with the 40 damage, basically a Farfetch. But then you have the Buzzwole Celesteela combo for the late game. So it's a really well-rounded deck. Let's see if he has Rare Candy into Decidueye. He's only on 3 cards, so it's really unlikely right now. That brings him to 60, so he would have survived if I didn't have Guzma. I'm happy to take the first prize already. Honestly, I'm not really a fan of this card art. I feel like it looks kinda weird. Let me know what you think of this card art in the comments. Are you a fan of it? I'm not really a fan of that one. Let's see. Not too much to think about. Just Guzma and then finish off the prize. Start building towards Buzzwole 120 attack. Okay. So Decidueye EX has 170 HP. Baby Decidueye has 130 HP, I believe. So they both survive one hit from Buzzwole. I'm not running red or... What's the tool called? Not running Beastite. I don't really think that tool is that good. Maybe I'll be proven wrong on that though. But let's see. So I can retreat into Buzzwole and push 30. That would allow me to keep the Kartana alive, or I can just sacrifice the Kartana right now, or I can use Erica to keep the Kartana alive. But is the Erica important to have for the Buzzwole, because the second he gets Decidueye, he's going to one-shot the Buzzwole for 100. I guess I'm going to keep the Kartana alive. I have time to find... Wait, did I have... No, I didn't. I was scared that I'd misplayed there and I had a play where I could have used... retreated into Buzzwole and then used Lusamine to do the 120 to one-shot it now. But I keep forgetting that Lusamine... Your opponent has to take a point before you can even play the Lusamine. I did the right play. But what I was saying was I have a couple of turns to find either second Erica or one of my 2 Leaf Cape. Just to bring the Buzzwole above 100. Otherwise, Decidueye EX does finish him off. He did use Erica. That's fine though. I'm going to use... Let's see, let me just make sure I've got this right. So I'll just Erica to full. Well, not full, but above 100. Don't even have to use the retreat cost, I can just do this. Maybe I should have used the retreat cost. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. I'll just play a Buzzwole down just in case he has Mars in hand. Right, so let me think if I made a misplay there. So if I have currently next turn 4 energy on Buzzwole. If I retreat, I'm already putting 2 in the graveyard. And Lusamine brings back 2, so yeah, it wasn't a misplay, it's completely fine. So even if he has Decidueye EX now, I'm not really too scared. He does have it. Okay. So he's going to do 100 to Buzzwole. Wait, I'm tripping. So he's using Baby Decidueye, and he does 70 to the Kartana. Does that make sense to do? I don't really think that makes much sense, but I guess he didn't have an option if he doesn't have Decidueye EX in hand. So what am I doing? Guess I don't need to use the ability, I'll just use Lusamine right now. We're putting him to 10, and he does opt to concede. Yeah, the game was pretty much over from that point. I think even if he got Decidueye EX, it wouldn't have changed anything either. GG. Going first versus a fighting deck. Could be a Lycanroc EX deck. Could also just be a standard Rampardos deck, but it looks like it is a Lycanroc EX deck. So I wonder if they're running 2 Lycanroc EX, and then maybe 1 Baby Lycanroc. Okay, so I find all the pieces. I have Celesteela and Buzzwole. No reason to hold them in hand. Let's see, does Leaf Cape be relevant here? I am going to Leaf Cape Buzzwole. Basically, this allows me to survive 1 Lycanroc EX hit. And I don't think the Leaf Cape is ever relevant on the Kartana, so I'm happy to play it on the Buzzwole here. Now I'm on 3 cards, so I don't really have to worry about red card or Mars as much. To be honest, I'm not really a fan of the Lycanroc EX because I feel like 3 energy... it's too slow coming into the game in my opinion. Although I guess you could say the same for Buzzwole. Maybe he's running only 1 Lycanroc EX and then 2 Baby Lycanroc for the aggression. He probably is still running Rampardos, right? Let's see, I'm on 5 cards and I have double Lusamine, so I want to try and disincentivize red card on Mars as much as possible. That's why I'm happy filling the final spot with Kartana, even though it's not necessarily optimal. So the fact that he placed his fighting energy on the back Rockruff and didn't go for the attack tells me he already has Lycanroc or Lycanroc EX in hand. Okay, so he's running that one. He's only doing 50 damage though. Yeah, so you see he does have Mars. So I'm happy I played the Kartana down on the board. You have to be very worried about Mars or red cards in this current meta. I'm even running 1 Mars, 1 red card. Let's see. So Erica puts me to 60. He'll be on 60, so he won't be able to one-shot again. I'm happy to do that. Do I care about using red card on his 3-card hand? Guess I'll just hold on to the red card. So yeah, we're both on 60. Oh wait, it's actually super effective. I didn't even consider that. So he is killing the Kartana, but next turn, damn, that healing actually brings him above the Kartana one-shot. Maybe I send in Buzzwole and do 50. Does that make any sense? Wait, this didn't die. Wait, am I tripped? Oh, because the healing brought him above 60 again. That's actually funny. That's actually hilarious. Right, so let's see. To be honest, if the Kartana died, it was game over, because the Lusamine top deck meant that I would have been able to do the... Maybe I still have Lethal, actually. Yeah, I can retreat into Buzzwole and then Lusamine the energy forward. Oh wait, he hasn't taken a prize. I'm actually stupid. I'm actually stupid. I guess I'll give him the prize on this guy. So basically all that achieved was putting one grass in the graveyard. Yeah, I completely forgot that you have to let your opponent take a point before the Lusamine actually does anything. Cool concept though. So he's running double Pokemon Center Lady. Has he conceded? Yep, he conceded. Okay, GG. Going first into a water deck. There isn't many new water cards. I'm just going to place both Pokemon down because obviously you don't want to be on 4 cards for red card or Mars. And even if he does Sabrina the Buzzwole in, it doesn't really matter because I'm going second, so he's not attacking. And I always have the Celesteela Ultra Thruster's ability to bring the Buzzwole back out again. That's why I'm happy placing both Pokemon on the bench. Yeah, there isn't really that many new water Pokemon, so I'm curious to see what he's running. Looks like a lot of normal types. He's probably running Manaphy as well to try and ramp up for the Bewear card. Let's see. I'm going to retreat into Kartana and then do the attack for 40. So I think I'm pretty sure the Bewear attack is a 3 energy attack. And if he hits 2 heads, he gets to automatically KO my Pokemon. But in my opinion, it's not really that good of a card, but it's more of a meme deck, really. So people are going to be running it to try and just get lucky with the coin flips. He's actually got a lot of healing with the Wigglytuff. So it seems like his game plan is to keep the Bewear alive for as long as possible. To go for as many coin flips as he can. But still 2 more turns before he even gets to do an attack. But yeah, he's probably running Manaphy to try and speed up the water generation. Quite a smart combo, to be honest, but I'm not convinced that this card's any good. Just a RNG card, really. Now we're going to start building up Buzzwole. Let's see, I want to be on 3 cards, so I want to place one of my Pokemon on the bench. The question is which one. I think I'm okay staying on 4 cards in hand. And my reasoning is, he's only on 1 card, so it's very unlikely that he has Mars or Red card. He might not even be running them in his deck. Yeah, he's had double research. I haven't had a single research yet, so he is massively accelerated compared to me. He even runs Irida. So this guy's running so much. He's running Cape, Irida, Wigglytuff. He's just trying to keep his Bewear alive as long as possible. Such a cringe combo. Not really too much for me to think about. If he didn't have Red card on Mars last turn, he's not going to have it this turn. So I'm not worried about playing a Pokemon down on the bench. But he finally gets to do his first coin flips. He needs to hit exactly 2 heads though. It's so unlikely. Well, he has to win 2 50-50s, I guess. So 25%, I guess. Well, I have to send in the Celesteela, right? Let's see if he hits 2 heads. What's he waiting for? Okay. Yeah, even 1 head, it's just completely useless. Just not good enough. Now I can start coming in for the kill. I definitely think that this Buzzwole Celesteela Kartana deck has a lot of potential to be a top tier meta deck. Let's see, do I care about playing any of these cards? I guess I'll just play us just in case he top decks Mars. Let's see, anything else? No, not really. Yeah, the fact that you can combo with Buzzwole, Celesteela, and Lusamine means you can attack with both Buzzwole in one game. Such an insane combo. And you even have Kartana for like some early game aggression. Basically a grass Farfetch'd. So if you ever verse Darkrai, you're pushing 60 damage. So yep, you can see the combo is now I'm going to retreat. So let me just make sure I do this right. We retreat into, I guess, this guy. Maybe it's better to just push 40 with Kartana here. Because I don't have the second Lusamine in hand yet, and I still have 8 cards. But even if I push the 120... not exactly game over just yet. I'm fine taking it a bit patiently. If I had the second Lusamine in hand, I wouldn't go for this play. I would just send forward the Buzzwole and Lusamine the energy, start killing his Pokemon. But I don't want to give him any outs in this game, so I'm just going to play it safe with the Kartana. He's already used one Repel, so... assuming he isn't running a second one. Just quickly kill off his Jigglypuff, and now next turn my Buzzwole's going to guarantee win me the game. There's not really much he can do here. But he doesn't even take a single... actually, I guess I spoke too soon. He could take a prize, theoretically. He's obviously going to go for the coin flips instead of conceding. I can respect it, though. I can respect that. Okay, 1. So he does actually hit 2 heads and take down my Kartana. Completely pointless, but okay. I mean, if he had second Giant's Cape, he would have actually been able to survive for an extra turn. And he does concede after he got his 2 heads. GG. Going first against the Steel deck. I am going to put Celesteela over the Buzzwole because I don't want him getting any chip damage onto the Buzzwole early on. And it is a Skarmory deck. So my first thought process is Skarmory Solgaleo. But you could be trying out a Alolan Dugtrio, which would be cool. I am going to red card to send back 1 card. So he's going to need Giovanni to one-shot my Kartana next turn. I feel like I'm in a decent position. Although if he has Giant Cape, I also can't two-shot the Skarmory. And if he places Rocky Helmet, I'm falling below the 50 anyway. So his Skarmory is going to bully my Kartana a little bit, which isn't ideal. But I do have Guzma in hand, so maybe I'm worrying a bit too much. He might not even have a tool just yet. The only other new steel cards that are relevant, Stakataka. Why are they making these Pokemon so hard to say? Aggron, pretty much useless, and Theraphorn. Not really a fan of that one either. But hopefully he is trying Alolan Dugtrio or Stakataka out. And not just playing the old standard deck. So I am going to Guzma and then push 40 and hope that he doesn't have the second Giant's Cape. Let's see, do I play... am I worried about Mars or red card? Since I'm on 3 cards, not really, so I'm just going to hold Buzzwole in hand for now. Wait, maybe you could argue that I was supposed to hold Guzma till next turn. Yeah, maybe holding... Wait, so he actually opts to place the Rocky Helmet on the back one. And he does have Iono. So I'm glad that I played the Guzma there. So even though you could argue being greedy and saving the Guzma allows me to play around second Giant's Cape, I feel like it's important to just play it, and it's really unlikely that you would have the second Giant's Cape. So let's see, what am I doing? So it looks like I'm going to retreat my Kartana. I think I'm going to pay the retreat cost just so that I can get the 1 energy in the graveyard. Because I have Lusamine in hand, and it's important that I have two grass energy. In the discard pile so that I can build up Buzzwole at some point. That's why I paid the retreat cost instead of just using the Celesteela. Kind of like transferring the energy from this 10 HP Kartana to the Buzzwole. So it's important that you don't make that mistake of using the Celesteela ability there. I wonder what this guy's running, because he still doesn't have any other Pokemon other than Skarmory. I highly doubt he's running Skarmory 18. The Erica top deck's huge there. It means my Kartana doesn't die for the Rocky Helmet. Now I can start building a Buzzwole. Yes, he does get to finish my Kartana with Skarmory next turn. But that's completely fine. I can bring Kartana in for the finish off. Hopefully he has another Pokemon to drop on the board. Let's see what he does. So he still has 1 Rocky Helmet, 1 Giant Cape in his deck. He didn't find another Pokemon, so he does opt to concede. GG. Going second into some sort of fighting matchup. I'm going to assume it's some sort of Lycanroc deck. The new Lycanroc EX. So he's running Oranguru. So he could be pairing this with either Rampardos or the Lycanroc EX. So yeah, it looks like Rampardos. Hopefully they are playing some new cards. See, so they're on 4 cards, so I'm going to red card here just to set him back 1 card. Sadly, no Buzzwole just yet, but we have a couple of turns to draw him anyway. Let's see, I think I want to stay on 3 cards in hand, just to try and get him to use Red or Mars, maybe. Also, if he uses Iono, it gives me more chances of drawing Buzzwole. So if I stayed on 4 cards, and he had red card or Mars, it would have been bad, so that's why 3 is a good amount. Really good top deck with Professor Research there. Okay, so we have the full combo now. We have all of our pieces. I'm just trying to think if I want to play Leaf's Cape down. I'm actually going to play a Leaf Cape on... what's this card called? Kartana. My reasoning is... if he has Focus Center Lady, he can heal to 50, which takes him above the 40, obviously. And I want to be above 2-shot range from the 80 damage that he's doing. Yeah, so he did, see, look, he did have Focus Center Lady. Now I can survive an extra hit next turn with, as long as he doesn't have Giovanni. I do need to place an extra energy on Kartana to do the attack, though, unfortunately. Does that make sense? Yeah. But even Erica right now, just for a bit of healing. I think I am going to Erica. Maybe that was bad though. First time on this deck, so I'm not too sure how important it is keeping the Kartana alive compared to the Buzzwole. But going down to 3 cards, using an Erica to heal back up, does allow me to play around Giovanni, which he might be running. Okay. I'm going to let him get some chip damage onto Celesteela. My reasoning is, Buzzwole can technically tank one hit from the 130 of Rampardos, assuming he doesn't have Red or Giovanni. That's why I want to try and keep the Buzzwole on full HP. And he opts to concede. I guess he just wasn't picking up his Rampardos. GG.